Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos. And this is part 6 and final video of repairing 1946 monitor radio, model TC56M. I highly suggest going back and reviewing other videos regarding this repair to see the process that we took to get to this level. I did my best to organize all these videos so you can find it much easier. The way you access it, go to my channel, select playlist, and feel free to access all those videos. And meanwhile you're here in this channel, go ahead and subscribe. And this is where it's located, subscription icon. And select the bell so you'll be notified for upcoming video, and select the thumbs up so YouTube suggests this video to others. Thank you so much. And before we start talking about repairing this cabinet, let me go back and fix the error that I made in a previous video. In previous video I mentioned this is a 4.7 K or 1000, but really it is 4.7 meg. You see, this is resistor 26. So if I go back to here schematic, and the schematic, that 26 is right here, and it shows 4.7 meg. So it is a meg, it's not 1000. And if you look at the 27 resistor, that is 470,000 ohm, which is a 470 K or 1000, right? And here again, number 28, that's the same thing, 470,000 ohm. And the resistor number 29, that is 150 ohm. Let's look at it here on a schematic. Let's see again, 26 is a 4.7 meg. And these two, as we discussed, number 27 and also 28, each of them, they're 470,000 ohms. So they mark M as 1000 in these two. So here, number 29, you see they marked it 150 ohm. So I just want to bring this to your attention, and I'm glad that Wayne brought this to my attention. Sometimes when you make your videos, you know, late at night, you make those type of mistake. Again, thank you, Wayne, to bring this to my attention. Alright, I'm documenting this dial strain so later on I can put it back together. Release it from here. It comes around this 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So if it's here 4, so 4 times wrap around here, then it goes here, then it goes to the top section, then from here this goes here. Seems like they glued this to here. Very interesting. Yeah, glued both sides. Then from here goes around here one more time. Then it comes here. Come through here. Then it like right here. So it goes around here like that. Then like this. Alright, it's all came out. Now you see why I had to draw this. It's just crazy. So to start it, we start from here. We go one time. Over here. It comes up here. It turns around. Goes to here. Comes all the way down here 4 times. Then come to the spring. So that's the way we should do it. So it's the opposite. Very crazy, too complicated, huh? Alright, now let's put a new string on. So just here show you quickly, see how this piece is missing. Could fall apart down the road. That's why we are changing it. This is a dial string I'm going to use. So I bought a few years ago. Thickness is almost same. This should work. We're going to use this. Alright, this dial string is installed. And what I did also, I glued here. I used a crazy glue like the way they did it right here. Now it's moving. As you notice here, when it was here original, I marked them so I know where to install this. This is now is ready to put back in the cabinet. So everything is finished. I just need to put the speaker back. Alright, let's work on the cabinet. As you see, the cabinet is in okay condition. The only problem is this piece is missing. The veneer is missing for the entire place. Somehow it broke off. So I need to find a way to fix it. The crazy thing about this radio is their number is backward. Almost all the radio at work is start 55 here and goes up. This is going this way, which is a little different than other radio. So let me start working in this cabinet, find some type of solution for this missing part. What I did, I already sand all the glue, old glue out of here. As you see, it's pretty clean now. And so all the old glue is out. From the piece of veneer that I have, that I bought years ago, I cut a piece like this. You see if it fits right here. Because of this curve, I cannot bend it. It doesn't crack when I'm installing this. Let me show you what I'm planning to do. Alright, now this veneer mark here, so this is where you need to bend. I'm going to soak this in the water up to here, and gradually I'm going to start trying to form it. You see, I'm trying to bend it so it doesn't crack. So this is going to take a little time to get this area be able to bend. Otherwise you're going to crack if you don't do this. So I'm going to get something like that. This is of course this opposite side. I'm going to gradually do it like this, trying to bend this. You see, finally I start bending. See that? Without cracking. So I'm going to keep continue doing this until I feel more comfortable to installing it. Then of course I'm going to use glue here and also on the radio, then installing this on the radio. Let me take the radio out, now glue it outside. I'm going to get back with you. As you notice, I removed all the stain in the top to the wood. I'm going to re-stain it because it wasn't in good condition and a few issues. It's 24 hours later. I wanted to remove the tape, and you have to be very careful, not to damage anything when you remove this. All this glue can be cleaned. That's not a big deal. It came up very nice. It's really smooth. So I just need to re-stain them, maybe get rid of some of this dark area, then it's going to match here. You see here, the same as up there. This is a beautiful wood veneer. See, a little piece inside fell off, and so what I did, I glued that inside. This piece is lifting up like that. I don't know if you can see how loose it is. So now I have to glue this part to the other part. This radio, maybe it was in somewhere with high humidity, that's why maybe this has happened to it. Again, I don't know, but let me glue it. It's pretty time consuming to do this. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue with a paintbrush and go in here and trying to glue everything like that. Alright, let me glue everything and get back with you. It's hard to video and do the job. As you see, I glue everything. I already put that piece down. Now what I'm doing, I'm going between these two bars and clean the extra glue off. I'm taking it out now because if it dry, then it's going to be very hard to take it out. The sooner you clean it, the better it is. See what I'm doing, right? I get the screwdriver, I go like between it this way and clean the extra glue off. Again, this radio, it's just being nightmare to work on. Meanwhile, I was cleaning inside the cabinet. This piece also fall off. So luckily I have a piece here that fall off. I'm just going to glue it back in. This cabinet is very fragile, so I'm very careful with it. Hopefully that's the last gluing I have to do in this radio. then I need to stain it. So let me take care of that. Put a small piece up here. The veneer this side of the radio was loosened up like the part that was missing. So I've been forced to replace everything around except the middle section on the top. Alright, finally I brought this cabinet out here. So I got a block of wood like that, put a sandpaper over it. Now I'm just going to clean up. Remember, this is very thin. You cannot sand it too much. It's just around the edge, cleaning up all here. So then it's going to be ready to be stained and put clear coat over it. It's coming out pretty nice. See, those are the area that I need to sand. So making a block wood like that, like you already here, I start sanding with this, is going to make the job much easier. Of course, I cannot video this while I'm sanding, just I'm showing you quickly how to do this. You just go over it like that, you sand it, make sure this edge is all been cleaned. All right. Alright, as you see, I mask tape here and stained that much darker. Also that area all stained here in the top as well. Now I'm gonna make this radio in two-tone. Here it's gonna be lighter, over there is gonna be dark like that area. So I'm gonna stain it now. Start in the middle, let it dry, then work in this area. You have to do a stage at a time when you're doing several different colors like this. Alright. As you remember, this diode glass was glued inside the cabinet. So I'm going to glue it. I'm going to use, of course, this glue because when it dries, it's total clear. Use a paintbrush. Alright, as you see, all the gluing is done. I'm going to install this now inside. Okay, I'm going to let it dry now. Alright, and let's install this one so we can finish with this radio. This is how it's been installed. As you recall, there's 4 screws. They're very short screw. So those are going to be screwed in the cabinet. And this is the last screw. Again, as soon as stop, let it go. Don't force it. Alright, that is installed. Alright, let's install the chassis inside the cabinet. As I mentioned before, the speaker cover is the first thing goes on the speaker before you get started, and the last thing to take it out, because you don't want to damage the speaker, right? Believe me, I've done that before, and it's painful to fix the speaker. It is fixable, but it's a lot of work. So this is the best way, just cover it. Alright, so let me remove this, install it inside the cabinet. Alright, let's put this in. I think you have to push it this way and then lift it up. Yeah, that's the best way to install it. So these are all the parts that need to be installed. These 3 screws goes underneath the chassis, and each of them they have washer. Alright, this is the last screw. And again, as soon as stop, just let it go. Okay, all 3 are installed. Now I need to put the back cover back. Alright, this is the last one that I need to solder. As you see the picture that I took earlier, the red comes up here, the white which goes to the chassis here, the other one white goes all the way back there. So let's solder the last one and let's get it done. Okay, that's the last one. So the easiest way is put the screw like that, then put wood over the screw like this. Now you can line it up. Now let me do this side as well. And as soon as stop, let it go, don't force it. Now there's 2 screws goes here in the top. Again, they put this screw in angle, right? Not sure why. And 1 more here. Alright, the back installed is looking good. So now we're going to install the knobs. I already cleaned this. They look excellent condition now, a little polished. It makes it look like brand new. So we're going to install this as well. And my plan was to stain this radio in two-tone. So if you look at it straight, you don't see that much difference. But when you start moving around, you see the colors are different. And that's what I want to accomplish. This is the trick we used to use when I used to restore cars. Make it like a two-tone, and this is what you get. All right, let's test this to see how it's performing. Already my goal is to create these videos so a brand new person can use the information and be able to get into the hobby. Okay folks, I'm pretty happy with the end result of this radio. This radio is ready to go back to its owner. I'll be honest with you, it takes so much time to make these videos, editing, uploading, and make sure there's enough information that it actually makes sense, if you want to follow. At this time, I want to take the opportunity and thank my subscribers with their uplifting comment. You always encourage me to upload more videos, since this is just a hobby of mine. Again, I appreciate you. Enjoy all these videos, and you all have an awesome day. Take care. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when a new video being uploaded. You have a great day.